I'm all set.
Okay, guys, let's go.
Oh, I was sitting with you.
I just want to make certain this is working. Can everybody hear me? Loud and clear? Perfect. I want to thank the Hudson Valley Direct Marketing Association for hosting us again, for us being part of their group. They're welcoming us into their organization. This is our 19th annual Roast and Toast Luncheon. And as many of you know, it's where we recognize and honor our industry leaders and colleagues for their outstanding achievements and contributions to the world of insert media. And we've also honored and honoring today those companies who have shown extraordinary support for insert media as a means of generating new customers. Since 1996, we have so honored 31 individuals and 14 companies. And today we're honored to have the presence of a number of those past honorees, and I'd like to introduce them. Alan Kraft from Media Horizons. Let everyone see you, Alan. Jackie Kern from Main Street Direct. Where's Diane Caruso? Diane Caruso. Diane Tancredi, Media Horizons. Dave Smith, Incremental Media. And Robin Neal, Specialized Marketing Services. Did I miss anybody?
You.
Jeff Holland. And today, we're adding 2 more individuals to that list and another company. And in addition, we're adding a 3rd name to the Joel Katz Young Professionals Award, a prestigious honor that is annually presented to that young industry professional who exemplifies the best attributes that Joel Katz brought to this industry, a passion and determination that insert media be successful. And those of us, there's a lot of us in this room who knew Joel, probably remember that Joel was instrumental in the founding of this council. He served on its operating committee and was vice chair. And he helped them create and develop Insert Media Day as being one of the most vociferous advocates of insert media. What was interesting about Joel was not only was he interested in the success of his clients in insert media, but he wanted everybody, even the competitive firms, the competitive agencies, to have success with their clients in insert media. He's a very, very special person. The recipient of today's award, the Joel Katz Award, is Carrie Skitka, Marketing Manager for Acquisitions at Gray's. As a cross-media channel, Carrie was quickly thrown into the world of insert media within a very short time after she joined Gray's. And she understood the value and the importance of insert media as an incredible acquisition channel. Today she is being honored as the 3rd recipient of the Joel Katz Young Professional Award. I'm going to call on Tom Reynolds, SVP at Media Horizons and a partner, who's going to talk a little bit more about Carrie and what she's done since she's been in the industry.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm delighted to be here to introduce Carrie Skitka of Grays.com.
as the recipient of the Joel Katz Young Professional Award. I knew Joel. He was a great guy who embodied all the qualities recognized with this award. Those qualities being that person who has exhibited prolific skills in the use of insert media and is well regarded by both office colleagues and industry peers for his or her achievements in this arena. So that brings me to Carrie, who is indeed very professional, enviable young, and a refreshing delight to everyone who works with her. Carrie has an advertising and PR degree from Penn State Honors College and worked for a couple years as a cross-channel media planner buyer before joining Graze.com shortly after its U.S. launch in 2014. She was the first U.S. member of the then two-person marketing team. Since then, the business has really taken off. Carrie, I do hope you have stock options in this enterprise, and has grown exponentially in both customers and marketing channels. Beyond managing online channels, Carrie was thrown into the new and very strange world of insert media and quickly began churning out robust plans in no time at all. She proved to be a quick study and possesses that rare right brain, left brain capability to devour the metrics 1 minute, then direct and refine creative the next. That's very unique. During Carrie's time at Graze, she has been instrumental in driving well over 1 million customers and is personally responsible for acquiring several 100,000 customers through insert media alone. Insert media is the second largest acquisition driver for Graze. We won't tell you any other numbers. I've been in and around inserts and direct marketing for over 30 years now, which is just enough time to start recognizing some trends. And it's been interesting to see the emergence of so many new web-driven, quote-unquote, modern continuities or box programs embrace and approve the continuity marketing model. They've done so with innovation, variety, and customization options that truly create and improve the customer experience. It's really good news for the insert industry that these offers work well in the channels and increasingly are becoming part of a multi-channel drive-to-site media mix. It's even better news for the industry that there are smart and energetic people like Carrie at the vanguard of this trend. The future looks very bright for her and for insert marketing overall, so Carrie, I'd like to congratulate you on this well-deserved honor.
One second. Let's do this properly.
Thank you.
Carrie, I'm presenting to you from the Insert Media Council 2016 Joel Katz Award for Outstanding Young Professionals in Insert Media. Well-deserved honor.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. Tom, thank you for those very kind words. Thank you to the Insert Media Council for this. This is really exciting. Yeah, so I remember my first day at Graze. It was also the first day I heard the word insert media, which was surprising to me because I thought I had had been introduced to a lot of offline media channels in my previous job. I was very wrong. I remember on the first day, my new boss, he had said to me something by the likes of, "I'm really happy you're here. I can't wait to hand over 75% of our media channels to you. First priority, insert media, our biggest and most important acquisition media channel." I was thinking to myself, what the heck is an insert? Is this something that goes inside of our snack boxes? Later I learned that that's a completely different business venture, which we are exploring today as well. Fast forward a few years, now I have to catch myself in a room of non-insert media professionals from throwing out insert acronyms, PIPs, co-ops, onserts, all that fun stuff. So yeah, it's safe to say I've come a long way in the few years I've been working for Graze. And Media Horizons is very much to thank for that. Thank you to Tom, Rachel, Nikki, and the whole team for helping us innovate in this space. It has been so much fun, and I've learned so much, and look forward to continuing to help Grays grow. Thank you.
You go to the website, the header is "We Protect Families," and few do it as well as Defenders. They are the premier provider for ADT, the most trusted brand in home security and automation. How lucky we are to have them on our side. Why are they so successful, and how do they do it? They simply charge their employees with following and seeking improvements to their marketing, sales, and installation practices. Defender has had an incredible commitment to the enhancement of their systems, which has made them the number one in converting shoppers into customer products that they provide and service and enhance the lives of homeowners. They are the largest ADT home security reseller. They acquire more customers by themselves than does ADT annually. And for the past 5 years, they have been major league users of Insert Media. And today we're going to learn more about why they've been so successful. Representing Defenders is its marketing business manager, Sarah Bruno. And speaking on behalf of Defenders is going to be Jackie Kern, while qualifying. Sarah? I'm dating myself, Alan. And I've been in this industry 34 years. And I'm always fascinated by the changes that I see and have seen taking place. But one of the things that fascinates me even more is how various companies adjust to the different changes, different circumstances, the new channels that have been created and developed to meet the needs of our times, to meet the needs of the various clients. Our next honoree, from the financial industry to the world of insert media to the reinvention of his company to meet the demanding needs of clients seeking integrated offline and digital media. Jim Cabico has seen it all and done it all since his younger days as a student at Tufts University. Jim joined Media Horizons several months after the company was founded in 1988. He's worked with key MHI clients, Nestle Waters, Wall Street Journal, BMG Direct, Citibank, Bradford Exchange, IMP, Keepsake Jewelry, just to name a few. And with each of his clients, Insert Media was a main focal point and component of the media mix. In 2004, he became president of Media Horizons, and in 2007, he was promoted to his current position, CEO of the company. Along with the leadership team at MHI, Jim spearheaded the company's transition from an insert and print media buying company to today's version, an integrated offline and digital agency with expertise in creative, marketing analytics, and media services. Today, Jim oversees a staff of 50 people with dedicated creative, analytics, digital marketing, and media sales teams. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, there's more I want to say about you. On the private side, that we should know, Jim just doesn't sit around at Media Horizons and being involved with business on a daily basis, but he sits on the board, and I'm very fascinated by this, on the board of directors of Smart Kids with Learning Disabilities. And he also is on the board of the Westport Little League, where he coached for 11 seasons. And as a side venture, he did teach marketing at Western Connecticut State University. A well-deserved honor. Ladies and gentlemen, our honoree in the individual category, Mr. Jim Cavaco from Media Row. Here's a shocker. As I said, I've been in this industry 34 years. But I've met two people, I've known them for a very long time. Two young ladies, young by my standards, who I've known and liked for quite some time, who have worked side by side for 35 years plus with the same company. In speaking with Lois Adesani, about our next honoree, Jackie Gizzo, the wow factor was never more present in our emails. We've got that on record, Lois. I've got it on record. It's amazing when we think back in time, and we will, all of us at some point in time, how long we've been at a given company. Here are two people, 35 years and still going strong. Not too many of us in this room are going to be able to say that at the right time. Jackie has worn many hats at Leon Henry. She came right up through the ranks, kind of had to succeed in business without really trying, except Jackie really tried. First she was in the order department, and then heading up the registrar department. And now what she rates as one of her greatest achievements is being an excellent insert media broker. And many of Jackie's clients would attest to that. They still use her because they know she cares, she spends her time with the clients, and she gives them the right kind of service and honest, straightforward information. Today she is the Senior Vice President of the Brokerage Division at Leon Henry. How mighty and lucky Leon Henry must be to have a woman of that caliber part of their organization. Ladies and gentlemen, Jackie Gizzo.
Go ahead, Jack.
Now for the fun part. We're going to start to do a little roasting and toasting. Hopefully it's a lot of toasting. Some roasting. At any rate, speaking on behalf of Defenders, Jackie Kern, founder and managing director at Main Street Direct, also a past chair of this council, and a past honoree from this council. Ladies and gentlemen, Jackie Kern.
Thank you. Tom, I see you went the toast road way. I suspect Alan will go the roast way when it comes to Jim, so I'll I just have a hunch. But I think I'll be somewhere in between. So today I'm very proud to be honoring Defenders. As Jeff mentioned, they are the largest ADT security reseller in the country. But Defenders doesn't just keep families and their valuables safe. They do something even more important. They keep many of us in business. It's true. Thanks to the hundreds and hundreds of millions of inserts they send out annually, some of you can now afford those houses nice enough to actually need those security systems. Is this working? But Defenders wasn't always an industry leader. Believe it or not, they got started in a garage in Indianapolis. Amazing, right? What incredibly successful company gets started in a garage? I mean, other than Apple, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, and Disney. And since those humble beginnings, they've grown from a $15,000 order for 17 home security units to a $450 million national company with 2,400 employees. But Defenders' real success is their dedication to helping their employees reach their goals and encouraging them to give back by supporting national and local charities. They truly believe that community service isn't just for the celebrities trying to avoid jail time. Most impressive is their relationship with the charity Homes of Hope. Their employees have helped build over 275 homes for families in need. 275 brand new homes, all waiting to be robbed. A little self-serving, wouldn't you say? Defenders has been in the insert media channel for much of the past decade. This is particularly impressive because there are far easier ways to acquire customers in the home security system, like pounding on their door at 2 a.m. But kidding aside, Defenders knows how important package inserts, shared mail, catalog blow-ins, and statement inserts can be. After all, what's more effective than opening a credit card bill only to find an ad warning you that someone's trying to steal all the stuff you just bought? Especially when the ad reads, "We know where you live." So Defenders does empower their staff to find new testing opportunities. Sarah will test anything that makes sense. And frankly, sometimes she'll test things that neither one of us are sure will make sense, but it's really terrific the way they just empower their employees to test. They support multiple brokers, which is also semi-unique in this channel, and they are truly one of the most unique direct response advertisers I've worked with in the past 25 years. Youngster. And yes, you can tell I've been in the industry long enough. The back row can probably read the font size. But in addition to celebrating Defenders, I would also like to give a toast to Sarah. Sarah is the marketing business manager at Defenders, and when I met her 3 years ago at the DMA's annual conference, I knew she was a rising star. In fact, when I asked her about her career goals, she looked at me and she said, "Jackie, I want your job in 5 years." And knowing how determined Sarah is, that means 2 years from now, I'm going to be looking for a job. And if you've ever spoken to Sarah, you know that no matter what news you have to deliver, she has a way with words. If it's bad news, you can expect, "Dang, really?" And if it's good news, you can expect, "Dang, good job." Actually, it's lucky she's on the marketing side because there'd be nothing worse than calling to report a violent criminal in your house only to hear Sarah on the other end saying, "Dang, really?" But no matter if you get a good dang or a bad dang, the best way to follow up is with Chips Ahoy. Sorry. Yes, that is Sarah's guilty pleasure. She hides in her closet and eats them when her husband isn't looking. And you can always tell when Sarah's having a stressful day because her clothes are covered with chocolate fingerprints. When I asked our head of business development, Dave Simons, who unfortunately was on vacation this week, about Sarah, he immediately responded that his weekly conference call with her is truly the highlight of his week. That's because she's efficient, knowledgeable, she knows her stuff and how to get the best service from us, and therefore we only want to give the best service back. She's a pleasure to work with, and I look forward to working with her for a very long time, or at least until she takes my job. So here's to Sarah, and here's to Defenders. We truly value and appreciate your support of the Insert Media channel. Thank you.
Thanks, Jackie. Speaking on behalf of Jim Capico, Michael Marion, longtime industry veteran who is currently a consultant for the Encima Group, where he leads a team in the development, execution, and measurement of multi-channel marketing programs for consumers and healthcare professionals at their client, Bristol Myers Squibb. I'd like to say a few words about Jim Capico.
I met Jim back in 1999 when I started working at the Wall Street Journal. And as some of you may know, the Wall Street Journal was Media Rising's first client. We did a ton of inserts in airline frequent flyer miles was our big programs. Many different bank statements. But the one that always sticks out to me was one that started prior to my arrival there. And it was an insert that was the size of a gum wrapper. It was folded behind a Seiko watch, stuck behind the watch. It was a terrible program. Terrible. But every year, for 10 years, we got 3 or 4 orders from this program. It's trickled in. So I don't know how that happened, but one thing that always brought to me is that Media Rising's and Jim was never wanted to not try anything. Let's test this. Let's try this. Let's do that. And throughout my career, Jim's always been somebody that I would call on for advice, career advice, ideas about industry things, crazy business ideas. And Jim would always be there to listen and I sat there when Alan called me and said, you know, can you say a few words about Jim? And I sat there trying to think of all the things that Jim gave me advice about over the years, and we talked about over the years. I really couldn't think of anything good. But the one thing I did, you know, that came to my mind is that when working with Jim and Media Horizons crew, there was one thing that always stands out. There's no problem that cannot be solved over large stakes and lots of them. So, congratulations, Jim. Thanks for being there for all the years and many, many more. Yes, that's right.
Our next speaker on behalf of Jim is Alan Kraft, one of the founders of Media Horizons. Today he's the company's Chief Revenue Officer, and Alan was an honoree several years ago from the hospital, I might add, as I always do. Ladies and gentlemen, Alan Kraft.
Come and sit over here. You don't want to come and see the screen.
You want me to stand over here too?
Jackie, my font's bigger.
I'm grateful for that.
Okay, so before I begin to speak about Jim, I'd just like to congratulate all of the other winners today. Thank you all for your contributions to the insert media industry. It's great to be here. I'd also like to thank the leadership of the council, Jackie and Diane, and Jeff and Diane Crusoe, if I'm not mistaken, and Lori, for putting on this event today. Thank you very much. It's great to be here with everybody. So, I think everybody in this room has a pretty good idea of how many steps there are in creating and executing.
Screen isn't on.
Screen's not on?
TV.
TV. We need an up-and-coming young person to...
There you go. There's an Apple TV.
That's something.
Isn't this great? This is awesome.
Yay!
Job security is a beautiful thing. Here comes the diver.
Oh, wait a second.
Now we can shop. Okay, that's good.
I did something.
Looks like a movie channel.
Maybe we'd rather watch The Walking Dead than hear that.
They gotta do a different input.
Yeah.
Source. Yeah, your input.
On the TV.
Yeah.